I gotta talk about this. I tried to save it. But y'all, Fox Soul, the TGIF saga continues. I thought that this was gonna be over at the end of June and the beginning of July, whenever they talked about the fact that it wasn't gonna be returning, and each one of the hosts just kind of put it out there. But just when I thought TGIF was gonna bow out gracefully, y'all, in the month of June and July, here we are in the month of August talking still about the TGIF saga. Now the surfacing of this conversation, or the resurfacing of this conversation, I think comes as a result of the interview that radio personality and YouTuber Funky Dineva did with Carlos King on Tuesday, August the 6th. Armand then on Wednesday, August the 7th, decided that he was going to respond to the interview that Dineva did with commentary and also give his side, plus call Claudia Jordan so she could add her 2 cents in it. Now, I don't know why all of the things were like happening all at one time, or why Funky Dineva decided to do an interview with Carlos Clint King at this level. I know they thought, oh my goodness, folks are going to listen, because y'all know we want to know. Well, I have my opinion about the show prior to them canceling, and I was hoping that this all could be worked out, but it's obvious now that it's not going to happen. In the rant, Armand did reveal a few things I think that was interesting about the show, and that he was not being paid at the same rate as other hosts of the show, and was getting only about, I think, $75K, while the other hosts were getting around that $250K. Now, Jamie That's Me did a discussion about the response that Armand did with Funky Dineva, as well as the interview, yes, with Carlos King this morning, and I recommend you check that out if you can on Jamie That's Me channel. And then I caught Funky Dineva because he also did something on his YouTube channel where he just responded and kind of apologized a little bit to Armand for any distress that he may have caused, and seemed to sort of want to end it there. There was stuff, though, that he did say he wasn't apologizing for. But at the same time, for me, I probably am going to just say that I do believe that it was everybody played their role when it comes to the ending of TGIF, even with the fact that, yes, the ratings had dropped once Armand joined the show, just because I think, some of Funky fans just sort of like bowed out gracefully from the show as well. I still think that they had the momentum to just kind of continue. It also kind of unfortunately goes to show that just because you work from home or you got a virtual job, that you and your coworkers don't get along. Because I think sometimes people make it sound like, I don't want the energy from the people at work. Okay. That's why I don't really want to be in the office. I like being in my own space. Yet we have folks here who was making $250K a year and couldn't make it work. Just like I'm with Make It Make Sense. Make it make sense. But unfortunately, a great show, in my opinion only. I feel a solid show, even if you don't think it's great, a solid show has been removed from the Fox Soul network. I'm also interested to see what Fox Soul, if they're going to do anything in terms of replacing this show, because TGIF was their most highly watched show. I don't see any other show on the Fox Soul network from the YouTube perspective. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about from the perspective of television, because I know Fox Soul is, on some other networks as well. But I'm saying from the YouTube perspective, I don't see any other show on YouTube that's actually performing at the highest level of what, not even close, not even a percentage, to be honest with you, of what TGIF was doing. So I'm wondering, in terms of Fox Soul, what are y'all going to do in terms of that programming? And although I do think that the three hosts also played a role in it, I do think that the producers behind the scenes had their part that they played in it as well. So sad to say that about TGIF. Sad to see y'all go, but definitely looking forward to what's next for each one of the hosts.